Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. I thought I would come on here today and show you a quick video of some of the things that I've been making. So here is a really cute little booklet that I have made out of tags. I got these tags at the office supply store where I live, and then I decoupaged napkin onto them and I stamped on them and made this little folding tag booklet. This is so easy to make. I mean, it's just incredibly easy. All I did was I took little tags just like this and I lined them up and I glued a strip of paper along the length of my tags, and then I glued tags on top of that so that you don't see the binding strip. And then I decoupaged with a glue stick, and I used a napkin, and here's the napkin that I used. You just pull the plies apart. Usually napkins come in 3-ply, and you pull the bottom 2 plies off until you get to the design, just the thin top design, and you just use a glue stick and you just stick it down, and you've got a real pretty little snapshot on your surface. And so there's this little thing this little notebook you can carry in your purse. You can put it on your desk. It's just so cute. I thought it was adorable, and it just fits just like that in the palm of your hand, and you can jot whatever you need to jot down. So there's one item that I made. Let me put these aside. The next thing that I made that I thought was really pretty was a little envelope. This was made out of a book page, and I just glued my book page together, and then I decoupaged it with a napkin. It's got a magnet closure. Did you hear that? Isn't that a cool sound? And so again, you just use a glue stick, some glue. I like to use, I had been using Elmer's glue stick, and now I've got one of those Oohoo glue sticks, and I like that really well also. And then for the sides, I like to use Beacon Magnatac, or what is my other one? It's the Barely There glue. That's a really good glue, so that you just run a very fine line to close up the sides of your envelope. And so there's a real pretty little envelope. Put it in your planner, put it in a notebook, just wherever you want to have it. Mostly what I've got to show you today is envelopes. Here's another envelope. Excuse me. Once again, made from old book pages. It has a butterfly button and a magnetic closure with a ribbon pull tab. There again is that real satisfying thunk when that magnet catches. So the magnet is down inside and then on the top flap. And I've used several different napkins on this. I also did something a little different in that I used some acrylic paints on the book page before I glued the napkin down, and it's peeking through. And I didn't cover the entire book page with napkins, so you can see the acrylic paints, and then you can see it behind the napkin in places. See there? And I thought that made a very interesting mix to that. And then I also stitched on my sewing machine. If you look here, I stitched all the way around it, and I did this before I added my magnetic. Well, no, I added my magnetic closure and then I did the stitching. Okay, so there's that. Here is a little bit larger envelope. This one is made from several book pages that I glued together for thickness. Then I swabbed on some acrylic paint with my fingers. You can see there the white acrylic paint that I used. I cut out some of my original background papers into circles and I glued on there, all with the glue stick. Then I did some stenciling. I did some crayon marks with my acrylic crayons. I used my Stabilo pencil. I used a whiteout ink pen to make little white dots. I just had all kinds of fun with different colors and different mediums, scribbling all over this thing. I stitched it, as you can see. It's got a magnetic closure. It doesn't make quite as nice a thunk because the papers are thicker. So if I make another one, I'm going to put the magnet here on the outside so that it closes a little better. But again, it's got a butterfly button and it's got a ribbon pull tab. There's the front of it with all of the little papers, and you can see the stenciling that I did on it. So that one again was a lot of fun. And then the last envelope, this again was several book pages. I've got some washi tape here. I used this one. I didn't use any cutouts of background papers or anything. I just used acrylic paints that I put on with my fingers and stencils. Okay, you can hear that magnet catch on that one. This has got lace on the flap. I glued it down with my Magnatac and then I stitched it with my sewing machine. The reason that the top flap is so stiff is because I glued I glued a width of ribbon across the fold, and so that makes it a little harder to fold the envelope. I also stitched on both sides of it, and then I did the same thing on the bottom of the envelope. But I thought that made a very interesting little media folder there that I can either put in my planner, I can stick it in my purse if I need to have something to take important papers in and be a little show-offy. I can have it on my desk. I used black paint on the sides just to give it some definition. This was a lot of fun to make and very easy to make, and you just get creative with your colors and you play. You can see the stenciling that I've used. You can see the swarps of paint that I put on with my fingers. I went back in places and used some white to tone it down. So these were all a lot of fun to make. I've not been as diligent about keeping my videos, getting videos posted for you, but I have been making a few things. If you like what you see, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Leave me some comments down below if you have ideas on things that you might like to see me make or what you think about the videos. I hope that you'll like my videos. But anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I will see you later in YouTube land. Bye-bye.